A tired bird once came and landed on a branch of a tree. As it was enjoying the view, a wind began blowing and the branch began swaying from side to side. Soon the wind got stronger and the branch began swaying a little more, and even the entire tree began moving. It looked like a storm would approach, and it appeared as if the branch might break in two. But the bird remained unperturbed. Why? I think it's because the bird knew two very important truths. He knew that he would rely on his own two wings to fly him to safety should the branch break. He also knew instinctively that there are many other branches, many other trees in the forest where he could rest should he need to. Hi, my name is Deepma Jadeja from The Confident Communicator, and today we will talk about tips and techniques to build our confidence. We are capable of so much more than we realize. If only we could learn to rely on our own wings to fly us to safety. How many toxic relationships, how many limiting thoughts would we let go of if we could only rely on ourselves, if we could only know that we have it within ourselves to succeed? And there are many other branches and trees in the forest of life that will be able to support us should we need it. There is also a distinction between confidence and self-esteem. Self-esteem is something that we develop in the first 6 or 7 years of life and is given to us or instilled in us by our parents, our caregivers, our relatives, our environment, and it's buried deep in our subconscious. Confidence, on the other hand, can be consciously learned and practiced and developed. So you can see so many actors and singers, performers are so super talented in their craft and are so confident on stage or are so confident on screen, and yet are crippled by low self-esteem and their inherent sense of unworthiness. The bird in our story has instinctive confidence, which is like self-esteem, not specifically taught or learned, but it just knows it. So in this video, let's do this. Let's learn to develop confidence through specific tips and techniques that I will share with you, and practice these long enough, not just for one specific skill, so you become very confident in that skill, but for all skills in life and in life itself, so that when you consciously absorb and assimilate and practice these techniques, you will also notice your self-esteem rising. Before we even begin, I want to bust one very important myth, and that is that confidence is something that you either have or you don't have, and no one knows how to get it. Wrong. Confidence can be developed through intentional and purposeful practice. And I'm going to tell you exactly how in 7 easy tips and techniques that you can start applying right away. Let's start from the outside in. So let's start with how to look confident. The first thing I want to talk about is clothes. And no, I don't mean, you have to buy the most expensive designer clothes or accessories. But have you ever just known that you look your best in a particular outfit or a particular color? And how do you interact when you're wearing your favorite color and looking your best? Why not harness that feeling for every day? Just take 4 or 5 minutes extra every day in deciding what to wear that makes you look your best. Grooming. A well groomed person always makes a great impression. And we can tell when we've made that great impression in that first 5 seconds of meeting the other person, because the other person's body language reflects that we've made a good impression. And how does that make us feel? Confident, right? Look in the mirror before you step into a meeting. Do you look your best? Would you take you seriously? Body language. Do you look like a winner? Research shows that winners occupy more space. If you stand up straight and if you stand up taller, you automatically give the impression of being confident in whatever it is that you are talking about. So, what do you look like? Are you broad shouldered, relaxed, comfortable, standing tall in yourself, taking up space? Or are you looking like a loser, slumped, tensed, nervous, fidgety? How do you look? How do you walk? Do you look relaxed and self assured? Can you change your walk a little bit? Maybe put your shoulders back a little more, take longer strides, look up and into the distance instead of down and at your feet. Have your hands at your sides, relaxed instead of fidgeting with your bag or your papers or your files. Here's your assignment for today. Look at people walking on the road, in the corridor, in your apartment complex. What message are they sending out to you? Are they conveying confidence with their walk, or are they conveying nervousness? And how can you apply that judgment that you make of other people, strangers, to your own walk? How do you sound confident? Your voice projects confidence. They did a study where they had the same person record hello in 3 different voices. Hello is usually the first word that you say when you meet a person or when you answer the phone, right? So they had him say hello with a smile, a happy hello. They had him say hello, a grouchy hello, and they had him record a sad, nervous hello. And they had, I think, about 100 people listen to this hello, and 95 of them felt that the one with the happy hello with a smile in his voice sounded confident, and they would like to get to know that person better. So how could you sound more confident? Watch a YouTube video that makes you smile, play with your pet, do something, listen to a joke. Anything that makes you smile is going to make you sound more self assured and make the other person want to listen to you. Here are a few more tips to look, sound, and be more confident. Find your song. I love this tip. I love it. It's just so much fun. Either find one song that makes you really happy and that boosts up your mood, or make a playlist that elevates your mood, and you will automatically feel so undefeatable after you listen to it. Trust me on this one. Move it. Movement elevates the mood too. So dance to your favorite song right before an important meeting. Oftentimes I tell my children when they're nervous before an exam to jump up and down 5 or 10 times before they go off to school. Try it. Pause this video and just jump in place where you're at. Just jump 5 times. Go ahead. I'll wait. Are you smiling yet? Yep. You cannot feel down when you smile. You cannot feel nervous when you smile, and you cannot help but smile when you jump. There's some scientific connection there. I don't know what it is, but it's true. Tip number 2, give a compliment. There's a huge empowering feeling that comes into you when you give an authentic, truthful compliment. So go ahead and try it. Tip number 3, pick 5 favorite photos that make you happy. Print them out, stick them on your bathroom mirror. Crazy antics that were captured during school, pictures of your friends, pets, kids, anything that puts that smile on your face. Automatically, you're ready to take the world head on when you're smiling. Tip number 4, deep breaths. Go on, try it with me. More oxygen in your lungs, the more space you take up, figuratively speaking. And as you stand up straighter, you feel more confident and ready to meet the world. Say no. As a recovering people pleaser, I know that we're scared that people won't like us if we say no. And so we end up saying yes to everything and just getting overwhelmed. Bad idea. Set boundaries. Start small at first and say no to something that doesn't serve you. Do it politely and offer an alternative solution so that the other person doesn't feel taken aback or hurt. For example, you could say, I'm really busy right now, so I can't take up this project right now. But how does Monday sound? How empowering it is to yourself when you start saying no. Do a random act of kindness. Kind and humble people are just automatically, by virtue of their goodness, more confident. Something as simple as, sponsoring a cup of tea for your security guards will put a spring in your step for the entire day. I guarantee it. Keep a success file. I've just started doing this and it has saved me in many an insecure moment. Write down all your accomplishments that you have had since childhood, be it learning to ride a bike, learning to swim, graduating, your first presentation, your first interview, traveling alone, whatever. Just write it down in your success file or your success notebook. And it feels so good to read through those accomplishments on days that your confidence levels are low. You realize how amazing you are and how much you have accomplished already. What's one more presentation, one more interview, one more meeting, one more speech in front of a large audience? Ah, piece of cake. You can do it. Find a confident role model. Watch and emulate someone who's really confident and who inspires you and who you really admire in action. You can do it in secret, just observe and take notes and then try to act as if you are that person. Or even if you don't do it in secret, you can tell them, you're my role model. I'm observing you. I want to see how you are because I want to be more confident like you. And ask them to share their insider tips that work for them. And confidence comes in many, many shapes and sizes and flavors. It isn't about whether you're the most extroverted or the most bubbly person in the room, the life of the party. Often confidence shows up as humility, as competence, at being really good at something, as empathy, being willing to be kind to others. So remember, confidence is a habit that can be developed by acting as if you already have the confidence you desire to have.